Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. This is the post-fight review for the Alexander Povetkin and Michael Hunter fight, and we had a draw, so I know this will be disappointing for a lot of fans who were hoping a result either way, but 114-114, 115-113, and obviously 113-115 the other way around. That represented a fair score in my view. I don't think either fighter was robbed. Both thought they won. Both had success in this fight. Both hurt the other. I actually had Alexander Povetkin shading the fight, but on my scorecard, I had 2 swing rounds, and I found it hard to give, either way. So I don't have any issue with the draw, and I can make a case for a Michael Hunter win 7-5 as well, based on those swing rounds. But it really was an action-packed fight, and we spoke about ahead of this fight that this one could have had the potential to be fight of the night, and potentially it's got close to that because it was a brilliant fight, a lot of action, a lot of back and forth. And Michael Hunter has proven he is a true heavyweight contender. Going at 12 rounds with Alexander Povetkin is no mean feat. And he hurt Povetkin in there at times. He came out of the gate like a ball of fire, as someone said on Twitter. Really put the bum rush on Alexander Povetkin, gave it to him, and Alexander Povetkin didn't expect it. Hunter taking that first round, a lot of success, and Povetkin though, cool, calm, composed, he comes out in round 2 and starts to go to work, and there was a couple of good moments for Michael Hunter through the second round, but Povetkin was returning the favour late in the round, buzzing Hunter with his own right hand. Hunter had hurt him, or not necessarily hurt him, but landed a good shot earlier in the round. But it was a case of Hunter, the busier fighter early on, but Povetkin, I think, landing some of the more cleaner work. And round 2 for me was one of those 2 swing rounds. Rounds 3 through 5, this is where I had Povetkin starting to really ease into his work nicely after that sort of bum rush by Michael Hunter in that first round. Povetkin started to actually get into a nice rhythm, and body shots was a real hallmark of these next couple of rounds, and he was making it tough for Hunter to catch him. Bobbing, weaving, he was slipping, and it was one of the things that I thought at different points in the fight, including round 3, that Hunter sort of went to sleep. He wasn't really moving much at different points in the fight, sort of standing right in front of Alexander Povetkin, and that's making it much easier for Povetkin to find Hunter and let those power shots go. And he was stringing together good combinations, landing good shots to the body and head. I had Povetkin taking rounds 3 through 5. But round 6, it seemed like Povetkin seemed to take the round off, or maybe it was because of the work in round 5. He did have his best punch of the fight in round 5, a big right hand. In round 6, he seemed to just take the foot off the gas. He allowed Hunter to work, and Hunter was moving more, he was throwing more jabs, he was catching Povetkin with solid right hands, especially later in the round, and that was a clear Hunter round for me. Round 7 to round 9, it was good back and forth action. I gave Hunter round 8, round 9, Povetkin round 7. There really was some great action, especially in round 7. A furious exchange, both staggered each other, sort of about 30 seconds or so towards the end of the round. What seemed to be a round that Povetkin was coasting in, it just all of a sudden devolved into just a trade-off sort of war, and they were going at it, both hitting the target, but I still shaded that one to Povetkin. But round 8, Hunter started to use movement more, and when he did that in the fight, he was actually quite effective. He made it a lot harder for Povetkin, but sometimes he would just fall off doing that. But in this round, he used the jab, used movement, he was working to the body. A very good round for him. Round 10, both are looking tired. It was a very low volume round, trading body shots. Hunter's jab, it disappeared, and both were just standing off. They looked to be having a breather. By this point in the fight, they were tired, very tired. But round 11, a massive round for Michael Hunter. Big round. He hurts Povetkin with a shot to the body, and it was followed up by a right hand that rocked him, clearly hurt, hanging on. He was clipped by more right hands later in the round. I mean, some may argue that was a 10-8 round for Michael Hunter, but for me, it was a 10-9 round. And just going back to, I think it was round 5, as I mentioned, Povetkin lands that big punch, and Hunter falls into the ropes. And I know the commentary team were having a debate about, whether it was a knockdown or not. I mean, I scored that round for Povetkin regardless, but but that was certainly a talking point, and maybe the difference in this fight in terms of the scoring, had it been ruled a knockdown. I know some will be talking about that, but overall, the fight finished, both were exhausted. Hunter said, look, I'm tired. And the scores, 115-113, 113-115, 114 all, split draw. Hunter thought he got the win. Povetkin thought he got the win. And Hunter said he has to go back to the drawing board. And when asked, both of them were asked, will you want to have a rematch? Do you want to run this back? And Michael Hunter said, yeah, I don't like to leave no stone unturned. And Povetkin said, yep, he would do it for sure. So maybe we will be treated to a rematch, and I wouldn't mind seeing this again. It was a very good fight. Enjoyed it immensely, and I know there will be debate about the scoring, but a fair result for me. Not the ideal result. Obviously, if you had some money on the draw, you would have done well by that. And on the strength of that performance, you got to say Alexander Povetkin still got something in the tank, and Michael Hunter, for me, confirmed he definitely is a heavyweight contender, not to be trifled with. He has arrived as a minted contender, and I think he gets a lot of credit and respect out of that draw, although, some will have him winning that fight. If they run it back, yeah, I'd want to see it again. How about you? Drop a comment, loud and often, hit like, hit subscribe, follow me on Twitter, boxing_squared. I'm out.